Hi everyone, my name is Rose, and today I'm doing the Zodiac Painter update. So, this is a PANtastic Ladies project. I'll have stuff in the description box, so I'll just get into the items I have left, which I only have 5 items left, and one of them is moving out. I'm doing so good in this project. I am like so surprised, but I'm also like, oh, I should do more projects like this because this is how I can use things this way. So yes, okay. So first off, for Aries, I have the shade Blood Moon in this Sephora Pro Editorial 2.0. I'm wearing it on my eyes as a blush and on my lips mixed with a lip gloss. So this past month I've used it 15 times this last month, so I think I've done this look at least twice, so 2 times were like 3 times each, so like 1, 2, 3. But like I've been really been in a big red mood. I'm kind of at the end of it. I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want to do any more red looks. Although today I was like, okay, let's just do this look, because I'm like, I wanted to wear this one again because I was like, okay, I'll just wear it at the update because it uses lip gloss and all that stuff. So yeah, but like today I'm wearing like this with the other red shade, like this over as a base, and then the other red shade in the outer third blended, and then I topped it with Charm, which is like Charm and Atlantis. They're both like super, they're toppers. I tried them both. Like I tried like a look I did with like this, and then I tried one with this. I didn't like this because I felt like this kind of needed a base under it, even though it's not really a topper. It's kind of sheer if you try to blend it. So yeah, but it's like cornflowery blue, maybe lean a little bit on the periwinkle side, but that's what's on my lid on top of the red, which gives it this like purpley look, and then Atlantis is more of like the true blue, but you could see how like sheer they are. Yeah, Atlantis thought it was gonna be like a seafoam green when I put it on top, but it wasn't. It was more blue, which kind of disappointed me, but whatever. And I have this shade in my inner corner, which is not the original shade in this palette, but it's close enough to it. Original shade is what palette was like a blue sparkly topper, but this is like a blue iridescent highlight. So it's like similar but different. And that's on my inner corner. So that's my look. Basically, I really like this palette. But yeah, so that brings my total 15 uses this last month. Brings my total up to 40 uses! And my goal is 50! I only have, I have 2 more months left. I could definitely get 10 uses in that amount. I'm like so pumped. This was like the one item in this project that I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna reach goal, but I am so pumped. I'm gonna reach goal. I may even be able to reach goals that I reach by the next, probably not. I'm like kind of want to take a break, at least from the red shades, for like a good bit. So next month I'll probably only use it a couple times. But yes, I need a break from the red. But yes, I am so pumped to actually almost be done with things. So yes. Next is for Libra, and this I've used 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I'm not wearing it today because I finished it. Actually, it kind of fell out. Like I was using it and then the tip kind of fell out, but if I were to just put it back in, there was like maybe 2 more uses if I were. It was like that tiny when it fell out. So it's like, and I was like, okay, I've just tossed this. Well, technically I only did part of my lips, so I kind of mushed the rest of the tip onto my lips. Well, not the rest of it, and then threw out the little chunks that were left on my finger. But that is where we're at now. So this is done. This was the NYX something, NYX lip liner and Peekaboo Neutral. I don't remember the exact name of it. The exact name will be in the description box because I tried to put the full names in the description box because products sometimes have really long names. But yeah, so total with this lip liner, I've used it a total of 48 times. That's almost 50 times in this project. That's crazy to me. I'm like, wow, that is a lot. I'm so proud that this is done because I thought this was going to be at least one more month. I was really focusing in on it this month because I used it 8 times. Because like, if I was ever like, I don't know what lip to wear, I'll just put on this unless if it clashed with it. Because this is very pink on me. It's not, I wouldn't call it a neutral. I would call it a very pink shade. So, yeah. I used 8 times this past month, which is, I think, the most I've ever used it. Yeah, I think the other most I've used it was like 7 times. My average was around 5. So it was like, it's not that much more. But I used it the most I've ever used it in this last month. So I think that helped me get through it. So, yeah. Next is for Scorpio, is the other red shade. It's the So Jaded, ColourPop So Jaded Garnet, right there. Which there is, if you could like, let me see if I can get this open with one hand. But if you compare, how am I to hold this? That's the question. But if you can compare these pans, like this pan, even though I used the Blood Moon so much more, this pan is like so much deeper. Like dip wise, the dip is so much deeper is what I mean. Not like product wise. I mean like the dip and eyeshadow is so much deeper. But this I used on my outer corner, our third, whatever, and blended it into the crease to add a little bit of depth. That's how I just use those two reds together, because that's like a true red that kind of blends out a little bit of pink. And this red is like a deep kind of almost winey red. Yeah, I would describe it as that. So yeah. So for that shade, I have used it 7 times since in this past month, and that brings my total to 22, right? Yeah, 22 out of 30. So I only need to use this 8 more times, so that's really good. Yeah, I think this is, so I'll like talk about things in a minute. I'm like getting confused. I'm like confusing myself, so I'll just leave that to the end. Really good on that. Next is for Sagittarius, which is the Wet n Wild lip gloss in Scorpio. Yes, I have the product name Scorpio in my Sagittarius. This is what I have, like I put this on as a base on my lips, and then I like put my fingers in the eyeshadow. I like did 2 fingers. I did like one and then the other, and then I like buffed the eyeshadow into my lips on top of the lip gloss, and that's what gave it this like kind of berry red shade. And I really like berry reds. Like reds, I think berry reds are like my favorite kind of red. So I really like how the shimmer, like the blue shimmer in this really like shines through too. I really like it like this. Although it was a little messy, I was trying to like clean up around here a little bit, but it was just a little bit messy. So yeah, I've used it four times this past month, which is pretty good for me. Like I used it around that amount. Yeah, like 4 seems to be how much I've been using the last like 4 months or whatever. Which brings my total up to 25 uses. My goal is 30, so I only need 5 more uses on this. I'll probably try to get this out in the next update. By the next update, because by then I'm probably going to be kind of done with like purpley looks. Purpley pinky looks. So I just kind of want to try to get this out before I'm like, okay, I really have to like force myself to use it. Because like I always am like, okay, December and January are like my purpley months. Like I wear purples a lot during those months. So that's why it's like really good for this to use that. And last but certainly not least, is my shade for Capricorn, which is the Sephora Pro Smokey Jewels and the shade Earth. I'm not wearing this today because I didn't want to. I just didn't want to, so I was like, I'm not gonna wear it. So yeah, and I've used it total. I used it 4 times in the last month, which is pretty good for me. Like I usually use it 2 to 4 times, maybe a little bit more. I've been doing 2 the last couple of times, so I actually used it a little bit more. Then the last like 4 months before this month was like 2 times each. So I used it 4 times, which brings my total up to 32, which is 8 away from goal. So I'm pretty good about that. Like I may need to try to like incorporate that. I think I may try to work on the brown a little bit this next month and just try to incorporate that, because I'm really sick of the red. So I'm just like, oh, maybe I can just work on the brown a little bit, and then like I can really, if I don't make goal on the reds, I could just like take the last month to really focus in if I can get the brown just a little bit closer. So that's what my plan is, and that's the last product I have in this project. So recapping the eyeshadow palettes, I need I can't see. 8 more uses on this. Wait, I'll just recap everything. 8 more uses on that. 5 more uses on this. What is this? 8 more uses on this. And then 10 more uses on this one. Which is not that bad. So I think I'm just focusing on the brown for a little bit because I need a break from the reds, because I've just done like the past 2 weeks I've done like over 5 red looks. I think I've done red looks like probably 6 or 7 times. I'm just like, I need a break. No more red for a little bit. So yeah. So thank you so much for watching my videos, and bye.